I mean, we had to bring some energy. I think our first unit got off to a very good start. Then we kind of got off to a slow start in the third quarter. And as a bench unit, that's our job. To bring some energy to the floor, fly around. One thing we said on the bench was when we get in there, we need to fly around and create some turnovers. And we were able to do that, and it kind of changed the game for us.
Sometimes these first games back after a road trip can be tough. How do you think you guys handled that tonight?
I think it was great. Things got off to a slow start, kind of defensively. Then we closed out the half. We got off to a slow start in the second half, but we turned it up, and that's very important. Sometimes it is tough. First game back from a road trip, but you have to make sure. We fell into that trap before. And gonna come off a successful road trip and give up something at home. This is an important game. Every game counts right now. You don't want that one game to be the one that come back and hurt you. So, we knew that it'll be a very tough game coming out. But if we imposed our will on the game, then we would be fine. And we were able to do that.
Second unit kind of developing its own identity. What's been the key behind that?
Just playing together. We're getting more and more comfortable with each other. I know if I drive where someone is at. I know if I drive where Jay is at. I know if I drive somebody in the corner. Steve know if he come off the pick and roll where I'm gonna be. And JC, coming in the game scoring. We're getting more and more familiar with each other. Harrison, he's becoming more and more solid for us. And we're finally starting to put it together. We have a full, healthy squad, and we get the gel together a little bit more, and that's become a key for us.
How much of that is because you guys actually do play as a full second unit a lot of times? Before it was kind of mix and match out of necessity, but you guys are out there a lot of times by yourselves as the five.
That's very important because, like I said, we get more and more comfortable with each other, and then all of a sudden, you leave a Steph in, or you leave a Clay in, or you leave an Andre in. They can fit right in now because we know what we're doing. It's been working out great for us, and it's going to continue to get better the more and more we play with each other.
Coach was talking about a conversation about being 14 or 15 games over 500. It sounded like it was pretty quiet. Not many guys have been there before. What was that conversation like?
It was very quiet. I think 2 or 3 guys raised their hand. And that's something that, that's a milestone. Now we have to continue to build on that. We can't be satisfied with being whatever we are over 500. We have to continue to build and grow. And, tonight was very important to that. Now looking forward, Phoenix is going to be a tough game. We know that, but it's a winnable game for us, and we have to make sure we come out and do the necessary things to win and continue to grow, and build 16, 17, or whatever games over 500. That's going to be key for us.
Kind of an obvious question, but with Phoenix, Dallas, Clippers coming up, how important is this next stretch?
Very important. It'd be great to go 3-0 in that stretch, but it's going to be a tough stretch. But I feel like if we continue to get better, continue to gel together, we're capable of beating anybody.
Yeah, he should be fine. I think he actually wanted to go back in the game, but we were up enough that it wasn't necessary. I thought it was a really good team win for us tonight. It shows, more maturity by our basketball team, that we can come back. The first game back from a road trip is always tough, and energy-wise, I think we started out decent, not great, but we were able at the end of the first half to make that run, which was huge. And then second half, we let them back in the game a little bit, but then we strengthened the lead back up. So I was really proud of our guys tonight. And once again, bench provided a great boost, and we were able to rest in the fourth quarter, so it was a good win for us.
You're continuing to see Jermaine put up performances like he did tonight. Is it easy to forget his age and how many years he's been in the league, and that he also had surgery earlier?
Yeah, he's been playing great lately, and he's a guy that can still provide a lot for us. And we talked about it earlier that having somebody you can throw the ball into the post in the second unit is huge, because then you don't see yourself, in the second unit shooting all jump shots. And sometimes if you have the bench guys shooting all jump shots and they go cold a little bit, then it can be a real lull in the game. But when you can throw the ball inside and mix it up in the second unit like we're able to in the first unit, it makes for a much better flow offensively. And so really proud of how he's been doing. And really, we have depth at every position right now, and that's very important as we move forward in the playoffs.
How big was it to be able to rest a little bit before Phoenix and Dallas and the Clipper games coming up?
Yeah, it's huge, and Steph and I, really the whole first unit hasn't played a fourth quarter in a while, and also it's given our second unit guys more experience in keeping their win up to par. So really happy, and it's well earned. I mean, putting the work in the first 3 quarters to earn that rest in the fourth. So Last year, I remember at this time we were really beat up because the starters were playing 40 minutes a game, so it's been a big change for us. I just think we're right now in really, really good shape. We just got to keep doing what we're doing.
You mentioned that first game back home after a trip. Did you guys talk about that at all, about how tough those can be?
Absolutely, because we came back from a great road trip earlier on in the season and had a bunch of home games and didn't do as well as we wanted to do. So a team like Atlanta hasn't been playing great ball on the road, but if you let them hang in, they have enough scoring to beat people. And so we were fortunate enough tonight to take care of business, keep them, keep a lead the whole game, and put them away when we needed to.
Coach was talking this morning, saying, or he was just saying that you guys talked this morning about being 14 games over 500. How few guys on this team have been that far. With the opportunity ahead, I mean, to really push that threshold. How do you look at that as a guy who hasn't really been in this chance?
Yeah. I've been 15 under in New York a bunch of times when we first got here, but it says a lot about what direction this organization's headed. That we're breaking through and reaching goals like that, and from the front office down to the coaching staff and the players, we have one goal in mind, and that's to win. And we're getting that done right now. But as we've seen in the past, we can't let go of the rope. We can't relax at any point because I guess it was after the Toronto game or after the Chicago game on the road, we're all panicking, saying what's wrong. And after the Washington game at home, and then we put together wins and everything's fine again. Our goal is to keep very even keel, not get too high or too low, and just keep trying to get better. And like everyone's been saying, our biggest goal is no matter who we're playing, we know we can win in the playoffs. So we just got to go into the playoffs playing the best possible ball we can be playing as a team, and that's our goal.